my first step is going to be to take a walk around the lake and see if I can spot some carp. So I thought I'd take you guys along. It's February the 2nd, Sunday. I have a rare Sunday free. So I thought I'd get up and take advantage of the situation. It's a little bit cold, not by Midwestern standards, but it's been below freezing tonight, and it's probably up. It's probably in the upper 30s, low 40s right now. It's been pretty cold the last few days, so I'm not really sure what to expect in terms of fish location. I just saw what I thought was a fish, and it was that pied-billed grebe. Just there he goes, fishing. So that's not a fish sign. At any rate, I'm going to take a walk around the lake and see if we can see any evidence of carpy activity to clue us where to fish. I'm going to try to catch my first February 2020 carp today. And since I had a nice session in January, I have the possibility of catching a carp every month in 2020, which I'm thinking about adding to my fishing goals. So this is one of my usual favorite spots right here, as you all well know. This whole area to the left of the island over here is quite shallow, 3 to 4 feet. Seems to hold fish most seasons of the year. I'm going to pause and take a few extra minutes, because this is an area where I often see breaches. So far, all is quiet and lifeless, at least as far as carp breaches are concerned. Let's keep moving. Keep one eye peeled on the water at all times. Would not really expect to see any fish in the shallow water of this creek. Water's likely too cold. Since we've had cold days of late, the shallower and upper layers are probably colder right now. Alright, still keeping an eyeball on my favorite area of the lake as I walk, hoping a carp will give itself away with a breach. If my walkabout doesn't produce any fruit, I may be forced to break out the deeper and see if I can find anything. With that, continuing my circuit around the lake, always keeping an eye peeled. This area of the lake down here is the deepest, approximately 11 feet deep in the middle. And it might be worth taking a few extra minutes to pause here and look. Because of the recent cold, my suspicion, maybe not in the deepest part of the lake, but my suspicion would be that the carp are holding a little deeper near some shallow water, where they can quickly get to the shallows as the temperatures warm, as the sun warms the shallows. The sun's coming out today, the shallows might warm up as the day goes on. So I would not necessarily expect them to be in this deepest area. December a year ago, I fished this area in the winter, and I blanked. I saw a lot of bait fish schooled up in the deep part, and I was hoping carp would be among them. All right, here's another creek that empties, or another canal, whatever, that's emptying into the river, into the lake here. Again, pretty shallow. Wouldn't particularly expect to see carp in this shallow part, because that water's got to be the coldest, exposed to the air. And here's another little cove fed by a canal where I've seen lots of carpy activity in this area in other seasons, in the fall or in the summer. I've only fished here one time, and on that occasion I blanked. I was fishing up against this bank over here from the opposite shore, where I'd definitely seen some breaches. I knew carp were present, but they weren't having it for whatever reason. I see some, looks like the aftermath of a possible breach, but one good thing about the water being this still, you can see bubbles, you can see breaches. But so far, I'm not seeing much of anything. This corner over here is pretty shallow, so I wouldn't be surprised to find carp holding in deeper water near that, so that when it warms up a bit with the sun, they can enjoy its warmth. Hard to see. Still keeping my eyes peeled on this water. Saw a video of a guy pull up a 14-pounder out of this area, so once. One of the things that motivated me to fish this lake. Well, unless that was a pie-billed grebe, which I don't know yet. Like the ringlets of something there. The only thing I've seen so far. The closest I've seen to anything. Now this side would warm up first because of the morning sun, so it may be that carp would. Some bubbles. Look like they're coming up right there. Where could I fish in here? Have access to those. That looks like a possibility. Could fish here in this area. Now this area is a little deeper, and there's a nice shallow area. Sun's hitting this side first, and I saw some bubblings. So this side could have potential. But it sure looked like I saw some bubblings or something out there. This might be a spot worth trying. Of course, down in this corner it gets exceptionally shallow. Which at some point in the day might be good. But right now I would think not so. I'm going to go back to my usual favorite spot and pause for a minute and see what I can find. See if I can see any additional signs. So far it's been very slim pickings in terms of breaches and carp signs. Surveying my normal areas. Based on what I've seen, somewhere over there, and fishing out in that way might be a good guess. The carp are being very stingy in giving themselves away this morning. I saw what looked like some bubbling and possibly the aftermath of a breach. Based on what I know, it appears to be worth a look.